Peter Kahn here for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. BKFC 13 heads to Salina, Kansas this Saturday, October 10th. We have the heavyweight championship on the line as Joey the Mexicutioner Beltran looks to defend his title for the first time against Marcel Swift Stamps. In the co-feature of the evening, we have the hometown hero, Nico Hernandez, the 2016 Olympic bronze medal winner in the light flyweight division in boxing, making his bare knuckle debut against MMA fighter Chancey Wilson, who is also making his debut. Those two will fight at 112 pounds. In a featured bout of the evening, we actually have an exciting matchup with Dave Rickels taking on Clifford Wright. Rickels, as we know, the third most wins in Bellator history. Two tough guys that will be going toe-to-toe at 175 pounds. And don't forget, in order to watch all these bouts, you're going to have to download the BKTV app. Go to the App Store right now, download the BKTV app. You'll be able to not only watch BKFC 13, but you'll be able to go back and watch previous Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship shows, highlights, exclusive content, behind the scenes, special announcements, information, everything that you love about Bare Knuckle, you'll be able to watch on the app. And in just a moment, we also know you love to bet on these fights, and BETONLINE.AG has provided us the odds for the Beltran versus Stamps fight, for Hernandez versus Wilson, and Rickels versus Wright. So stay tuned, we're going to get into the odds in just a moment. Now let's get into the odds brought to you by BetOnline.ag. Let's just kick it off right now with the main event. We have Joey Beltran, a -200 favorite, against the underdog Marcel Stamps at +160. And what that means is simple. If you're picking Beltran to win at -200, you bet $200 to earn $100. And if you're picking Stamps, you bet $100 to earn $160. Now, look, Beltran admittedly calls himself the most unathletic fighter, maybe in all of combat sports, okay? But he's 3-1-1 in BKFC, including two big wins over Tony Lopez, and he won the title from Chase Sherman in BKFC 9. Now, for Stamps, he's 2-0 in BKFC, and he is looking to pull a big upset here. Stamps is coming up 2 weight classes to take on Beltran, in this championship fight. Personally, I think he's biting off more than he can chew. Now look, when you look at the tail of the tape, at 6'3" with a 77-inch reach, Stamps has a 2-inch height and 2-inch reach advantage over the 6'1" Beltran, who has a 75-inch reach. But I just don't think it's going to be enough. I think Beltran's grit, experience, and ability to be successful in bare knuckle is going to mitigate any of Stamps' speed and athleticism. I'm staying with the champion at -200. In the co-feature of the evening, we have, like I mentioned earlier, the hometown hero, Nico Hernandez, the 2016 Olympic bronze medal light flyweight champion, making his bare knuckle debut. He's 7-0 as a boxer with 4 KOs, and he's taken on Chancey Wilson, who's also making his bare knuckle debut, who's 2-4 in MMA. Now, Hernandez is a prohibitive -400 favorite in this bout. Like I said before, you bet 400 to win 100, while Wilson is the +300 underdog. You bet 100 to win 300. There's a reason Hernandez is such a big favorite. It's simply because his aggressive style, his fast hands, his ring IQ, his boxing is really just going to be too much for Wilson. Now, in previous BKFC fights, it's always the boxers that have seemed to have had the most success as far as big knockouts, fast hands, being able to, really strike effectively. Look, I'm going with Hernandez. It's a no-brainer. While it's not the best line value, if you want to make it easy $100 and you don't mind putting 400 down to earn it, we're taking Hernandez at -400. Go to betonline.ag where you can sign up and get your bets in, and then remember, you're also going to download the BKTV app so you can watch these fights that you have this action on. In a featured bout for BKFC 13, we have 175-pounders in Dave Rickels and Clifford Wright, both making their bare knuckle debuts. Rickels was supposed to fight in March, however that fight got canceled the day before due to COVID. He also holds the 3rd most wins in Bellator history. He has a bit of a wild style, but he's looking forward to making his debut. On the other hand, Clifford Wright, not the most skilled guy in the world, but a hard-nosed guy that's going to come forward. And there's a reason why this fight is a pick'em when it comes to the odds, because it's going to be a hard one to call. It's going to come down to who wants it more. My gut is leaning toward Rickels. A lot of experience. Like I said, the third most wins in Bellator history. A little bit wild, but I think that bare knuckle is going to suit him. Once again, you can get those at BETONLINE.AG. It's pick'em, so really just who do you think is going to win? And remember, in order to watch all of these bouts on Saturday night in Salina, Kansas, you're going to have to download the BKTV app. It's the exclusive place where you can not only watch all of these great fights, but where you can get exclusive behind-the-scenes content, information, interviews, videos, highlights, you name it. In the meantime, we'll be looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, October 10th. And just to recap really quickly, we have Joey Beltran at -200, defeating Marcel Stamps. We have Nico Hernandez at -400, beating Chancey Wilson. And we're going with Dave Rickels in a pick'em fight to defeat Clifford Wright.